Welcome to A Mindful Life. This is the guitar side of A Mindful Life. Today we are doing a very classic song. It's called Purple Rain by Prince. Artist has had an influence on me. We're going to dive right into the guitar solo. The key is B flat major. All right. Sometimes we're on the 6th degree of the scale. We're on the 6th degree playing the blues scale, minor pentatonic blues. All right, that's your first part of that. Third finger on the 17th fret of the G string. You're bending up a whole step. Your pinky is also on the high E and the B strings, okay, on the 18th fret. So you're gonna bend up and play all 3 notes simultaneously. Right, so that's your bend. Pull off to the 15th fret of the G string. Hammer on right there, which actually a pluck to the 17th fret of the D string, and then you go back and you play the 15th fret of the G string. So. That note is just a transition note pretty much. It's the 17th fret of a low E. And then you come here. All right, that's a harmonic note, guys. You got to practice that. Sometimes I get it really clean. You see, it's in there. All right, and all I'm doing is I'm taking the pick and I'm putting the tip in between the fleshly parts of my finger, so that actually the meat of my finger is playing. Playing that note, all right? And that is the 12th fret of the G string. So here we go. All right. I'm just doing it over and over. You're bending up right there with the 3rd finger on the 18th fret of the B string, pulling off to the 15th fret of the B string. Plucking right there, the 17th fret of the G string. That's your trill with a pick, or pluck with this hand, picking hand. And then you land right there, again on the 17th fret of the D string. And then you play these 2 notes we played before. That's just the high E string and the B string with the pinky right there on the 18th fret. All right, see that? Same bend right here. Same bend we did before. We're on the B string. We're at the 18th fret. We're bending. Whole step bend, and we're pulling off to the 15th fret of the B string. This is your blue note right here. That's why it sounds a little different, a little dark. I use the pinky. Sometimes I use a third finger, but I recommend after you bend that, when you come here with the pinky, you're on the G string, you're on the 18th fret. And you're going back to the 15th fret of the B string. So you're gonna pluck that. Sometimes I pull off. You see that? That's a pull off, guys. Sometimes if I don't get the pull off as clean as I want, I can always. Let's go back. So that's right there. When you're pulling off, you're just pulling off those fingers that you see right there in the camera. Okay, so you're doing a pinky. Pinky is on the 18th fret to 17th fret, and this is all the G string to the 15th fret of the G string. Back to 17th fret of the G string. Back to the 15th fret. Now this is 17th fret of the D string to the 15th fret of the D string. All right, so that's that whole. All right, so there you go with that. Now we go back to the original riff. You know, if you want to have a whammy bar and do that, you're gonna hold that just for a while right there. Now, what you'll see sometimes is even in the demo that I did of it at the beginning of this video, that sometimes I will just do different things to mix it up. But it's fine if you hold that original notes that we did when we first started the song out, guys. I'm not going to go in detail about this, right? All right, you're still right there with the third finger at the 17th fret of the G string and bending up, and the pinky is on those the high E and the B string. So, and then you're going to come here. Very distinctive note. All right, you're just taking your third finger right there on the 18th fret of the high E string. You're bending up a whole step to that note. See how that works? So when you bend up, you got to give it some vibrato. That works with the record. And when you bend back down, you're not going to release that note, but you're back in the pitch. Okay, so what you're doing right there, your index finger is on the 15th fret of the high E. This is all on the high E. 17, 18. Now do that twice. And then you speed it up. It's the same exact notes. These are more like plucks each time, see? Speed it up with pulling off. right? And you're going always back to the 15th fret of the G string. I mean, excuse me, the high E string, the high E string. Sometimes you can feel that. It may be 3 times, it may be 4. That is open. And then we go here. All right. That's your 20th fret. We've been in 20th fret. We're bending up a whole step. Back to pitch. Right there. That's your 18th fret of the B string. So, and then we go here. See that? So where you're at right here, you are on the 15th fret of the high E string. Back to pitch, pluck it, whole step bit, whole step but bluesy. That right there, that's you're gonna take it off. Right there, see? That's 13th fret of the high E. Pinky goes down on the 16th fret of the B string. Back to the 13th fret of the high E. Right there, that's your 13th fret of the B. So 13 to 15, 13 to 15, that's all on the B string. And here we go. So you're at the 15th fret of the G string. Half step bends. Bluesy though. So bend, 15th fret of the G, 13th fret of the G, landing on the 15th fret of the D string. And now we go here. So we're at 6th fret of the D string. A half step bend, real bluesy and dark. That goes 3 times, okay? And you hammer, you're playing, you're bending here, 6th fret, half step bend, up. Your finger goes right there, that's the 8th fret, same string, the D string. All right, that's really slow. I did it slow so you can see. All right, so let me tell you what it is. Same thing. We're on the D string, half step bluesy bend. Playing right there, that is going to be your 8th fret of that same D string. 1 time, 2 times. Now the 3rd time is where you take off. Here's 1. It almost seems like we're going to go through it again because we're back on this note here, which is your D string. Now, there we go. We're hammering right there on the 8th fret of the A string. Chromatically going down. So it's 8, 7, 6, 4, 6, 4. See that? Let's go back. And that's of course your low E. You're on the low E string, 6th fret to the 4th fret. So let's do that again. All right. Now what we do is we go here. All right, so that line is all about, I recommend you do a slide into that. You can practice your slides. Slide from a long distance or short distance, whole step slide. So, second finger right here, middle finger is on the 15th fret of the G string. 14th fret, which is a half step lower on that same G string. See, that just goes back and forth, guys, between that. 2. So what we're doing here, that's like 3 times you're going to go through that. Here's 1. That's 2. I prefer you do 1 hit right here and then go straight to right there. I use my 3rd finger right there on the 17th fret of that same G string. So that's your setting up to go back in. Pull off. You're where you landed, which is the 17th fret of the G string. Pulling off to the 14th fret of that string. 17th fret of the D string. So let's go there. Now you're back at the 14th fret of the G string and you go back through it again. Now you can vary the number of strokes with your picking hand. That's all up to you. That's stuff that just is more of a natural thing that you would feel in the moment. Okay, I'm giving you the framework for it. So if you choose to just do one, you see that? I'm just making it now. Now I'm going to do it a little differently. So when he's coming out of that, you're going to be right there resting on the 14th fret of the G string. And then you're going to go into that first bend that we did at the beginning. And that's what you do. You just go through that. Or you can do different things, but this is just the basics of it. And then you turn it. And then back into it. whatever you want to do from that point. All right. So last point on this little riff right here, I recommend you don't play it exactly on top of the beat. Pull the beat back just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And give it accents, and pull the timing back a little bit. All right. So that's about it. And have fun. A Mindful Life. Peace out.